Everyone was surprised at the original announcement of Resident Evil 2's remake, which was hosted by none other than Jun Takuchi himself. With this, fans were in absolute speculation and hype over the announcement, and it looks like Capcom is stirring up similar hype lately. Now, to those of you who have been keeping up to date with the content, it looks like Capcom had an ambassador program event in which fans could go to game test for Capcom to try out a new Resident Evil game. Now, the second part of this gets even more interesting when Capcom announces that they're going to be at Gamescom this year. Now, with the previous information and the fact that Capcom's also made Resident Evil, Valiant Raid, and had some interviews about the future of the franchise, it's looking very interesting. But then we got some new information recently that adds even more insight to the situation, and it's really cool. Now, as you can see here, this is in English. Hi Resident Evil ambassadors, thank you as always for your continued support of the Resident Evil franchise. Today, we're reaching out to recruit potential testers from our loyal RE ambassadors community to try out a new game in early development. We'd love to get your feedback, so please take a look at the info below and apply if you're interested in participating. Now, the city and dates are Los Angeles as well as New York on the 20th and the 21st for Los Angeles, and also 23rd and 24th for New York. Participants will not be compensated for their time, but of course the gratitude and appreciation of being able to play a game so early in development is enough in itself. Now, the requirements are that you must be registered in the Resident Evil Ambassador program, and you must have played a previous Resident Evil title in the past. I don't know why you would be registered to the Resident Evil Ambassador program if you've never mind Capcom. You will be completely responsible for your own transportation arrangements to the research site, including any associated fees. The research site? That does not sound like game testing. That sounds like human experimentation. Has Capcom become Umbrella all of a sudden? Is this like IRL roleplay? Was that joke that I made about Capcom's goals for world domination not actually a joke but a prediction? Anyway, please note that the application does not guarantee participation. We will select only a few applicants and contact you separately if you are chosen for the testing session. So guys, if you do want to go and be a human test subject for Capcom and have a bunch of viruses injected into you, you can go and do this if you are in Los Angeles or New York. I know a few people out there must be from New York and LA. They're both really big cities, so you lucky bastards, I hope you enjoy. Now, of course, I think everybody is going to be under an NDA. That's just classic protocol when you go to these events, and so you won't be allowed to talk about anything that you saw or any of the testing that you did. However, of course, we all know how online leaks work, and there's been too many leaks from actual Capcom employees themselves that I don't really think a bunch of random citizens who are just really big passionate RE fans are going to be able to keep it to themselves. I'm pretty sure, you know, one or two of them are going to say something in Discord to a friend, and that friend's going to say it to another friend, and you know how this goes, and we're going to have a bunch of leaks. And I'm sure Capcom's aware of that as well, so that makes me very curious about this Gamescom announcement. I don't think it's so early in development that they don't have a trailer. I think it's something that might be slated to be released at the end of the year or early next year, which would fit in with Capcom's typical release schedule, which, as you can see here, for the last few years has been near the end of the year or right at the start of the next one, directly in January. Meaning people might be game testing it now to get some initial reactions. We're probably going to be getting a trailer at Gamescom, considering Capcom is going to be there. And also, as you can see here, as I said, it fits perfectly in with the schedule. So all of this is looking really good for Resident Evil fans. This is from R&D 1 that make the Devil May Cry and Resident Evil series, and I very much doubt they'd make it a prerequisite to play Resident Evil if it wasn't Resident Evil related. It's not like they're going to be making a game that's like Tetris, but you had to have played Resident Evil beforehand. So of course, I don't think anyone is going to argue or debate on this point or even play devil's advocacy. And now that I said that there's going to be one guy in the comment section that's like, it's gonna be a video game version of Home Alone 2. Like, okay guy, sure. Now I hope you guys are really excited, and I'm looking forward to what Capcom pushes out. I'm pretty sure we're all expecting something Resident Evil related, and of course it would be very stupid of Capcom to make all of these signs and then do nothing with it afterwards, because they've already started hype and speculation up. If you found this video informative, educational, or enjoyed it, then you should probably reevaluate things. Have you listened to me? But if for some reason you're still insane enough to continue, please do leave a like, a share, and a subscribe. And if you really want to go that extra mile to support this channel and the content production, you can leave me $10,000 on Patreon. I'll leave a link in the description. As always, take it easy and peace.